Good morning, good morning. Well, it rained just about all day yesterday. We got quite a bit of rain. It has sucked up pretty good so far, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous morning today. Before we crank up the generator today, it is time to do its break-in oil change. I've already got the panel off the front door. You got to take 4 bolts off. You got to take one there, one there, one there, and one behind that door right there. They got a pretty little nifty plug thing that pops out of here and a little door that pops right up underneath here to be able to drain the oil. Of course, I can't do nothing without the old supervisor checking everything out. I've already got the plug undone here. I bet you this oil is black. It's got about 56 hours on it right now, which doesn't take long out here when you run it like I run it. This is the first time I've ever changed this one's oil, so curious to see how easy it's going to be. Yep, it's definitely black. So far, I'm really liking this generator. The spark reverter still looks good, so I don't think I'll have to deal with that quite yet. It's definitely got a bigger muffler than the other one's got. That's one of the reasons why it's so much quieter. That and it's enclosed. Clean my funnel out a little bit right here. I buy oil by the gallon because I go through a lot of it. I believe that's gonna be pretty close to what we're looking for. Oh yeah, good to go. We got oil all the way up to the top mark. I can also see the oil right there. If you look, it's a pretty big hole, and the oil high mark is all the way at the top of the stick. So that's kind of how I know where I need to be. If you get it to the point of running out, then you're a little bit too far. And I got this little plug right here that goes into the bottom, seals it up so no bugs and stuff gets in there, as you can see. And this is the little plug that goes in there. It seals that hole up. Then all we gotta do is put the cover back on. Twist it around like so. Feed it up in there. It doesn't take long to change the oil, guys. As long as you got all your tools and stuff there, literally maybe 10 minutes. This is the first time I've changed the oil on here, so I had to go get a couple of different tools and stuff because my other one didn't use the same type of tools. Then you got a little one right here. In all reality, now that I know how to change it, I shouldn't have to take this one back off. I should be able to change the oil just with taking this little one off, because I can access the drain plug right here and I can access the oil stick right there. So put this on just like so. I really like the fact that this is enclosed. Definitely helps keep it quiet down, and also helps keep all the stuff out of the motor. And out here in this environment, that's a good thing. Tighten your bolts up tight, but not too tight. That way they don't vibrate loose. And there you go, oil change. Not too difficult at all. I like to wipe it down a little bit whenever I'm done. Gotta clean the rims, guys. Gotta clean the rims. It is a nice generator, I will say that. They proud of it, but it's nice. Now I'm gonna slide the oil changing tools up underneath where they don't get wet because of the weather, but they're right there where I need to be so I don't lose them. Makes for a quick oil change. Now eventually I'm gonna build a little shelter over here and use some of that rock wool soundproofing and have it well ventilated, just to protect the generator some, and it also should cut down on the noise even further. And hopefully soon I can get it to where you could barely hear a generator out here, so you can just enjoy all of nature's beauty. All right, let's get it gassed up and fired up. Now some of y'all might not know that I actually have another generator that's a 9,000 watt. It's not an inverter. But typically what I try to do is whenever I do an oil change on the other, at least once a month I come out here and crank this one because it's my backup generator. I let it run for a little while, and I only have enough gas in it just to run for about 30 minutes. And then I let it run completely out. As you can hear it's already running out of gas right now. I don't like gas and stuff to be sitting in the carburetor. So that keeps it from being able to get gummed up, and also just to be able to get a little bit of movement. There it goes, guys. Just enough to get some fluids running through it, but not enough to really waste a lot of gas. I've had this generator right here, guys, since I moved to the property. This was the generator that I first bought for the homestead, but then I realized that it drunk way too much gas to be able to sustain me. So I switched to a smaller generator at the time, and only ran that one when I needed to run the well or some of my bigger power tools and stuff like that. But it is a very good backup to have just in case, because one thing about this off-grid, guys, you got to have redundancy. You got to have backup systems for all of your major life support type stuff, like electric, water, stuff like that. So there you go. It stays up underneath the canopy right by the cabin. I haven't ran it in a while. Besides the maintenance, I haven't needed it since I moved up to sizes of generators. And this new 9750 that I got is a lot more efficient than that one right there. All right, guys, well, we're gonna get ready to start the day, and I will bring y'all back. We're gonna try to finish the drywall 100% and get it ready for paint in the next 2 days. Let's get it. All right, guys, with all the rain that we've had for the last couple of days here this week, I've had to bring some stuff in here on the floor, which has kind of cluttered it up a little bit, some tools and stuff that I did not want to get wet that I'm actually still using. But I'm actually gonna go ahead and put my first coat in the closet first. That way I can move all of these tools out of the main room into the closet out of the way. That way I can go ahead and get the coat in this area right here. I've only had the air conditioner on for about an hour, and it's already got it down to 72 degrees. Ooh, that's a lot better than what I was dealing with last week. Come on. Now that I've hit all the ugly with the first coat, I'm actually going to add a little bit of water to the mud to thin it out a little bit. It doesn't need to be so thick this time. And I'm also going to use my wider drywall knife to put this next coat on. I still will use the putty knife in a couple of areas, But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is use the knife to knock down some of the high spots. I'm not gonna get too crazy with the sanding and stuff on this first coat. I'm just gonna try to knock down the rough spot so the next one goes on smooth. To start with, I'm going to use this 12-inch knife right here. I have one that's a little bit wider that I'll use for the final coat, but this one right here will do for today. I still got to find my other one. All right, now we're going to add a little water to the mud. I'm not going to put a whole lot. Now I'll mix it as I go. You don't want it too thin, but you don't want it too thick. Kind of like peanut butter. A little bit more water, just a little bit. If I had a high-powered drill with a lot of torque with a bit, I'd mix it with that, but I don't have that, so we're gonna make this work. Not gonna put a whole lot in the trough, just makes it heavier and more of a mess. I like to take some off the corners of each one, get it in the middle, that way whenever I'm putting it out, it doesn't come out the sides. I added another piece of corner bead over here. I already had them here and here. I don't know if I'm going to run 1x4s up here and up here. So I decided to go ahead and corner bead the corners right here, just in case I want to just leave it drywall. The reason why I've not put corner beads here, here, and here, and there, is because I'm going to end up framing those corners with 1x4s. So there's no need to do that right now. It's unnecessary mudding and sanding, which I do not want to do. And the 1x4s will protect the corners and you will never see it. All right guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this cleaned up, get it into the closet there. I'll probably take those lights out. I don't want them all up against the wall. And start working on this ceiling and this back wall right here. Let's get after it. Alright guys, I got the J-trim installed. Turned out pretty good. Looks good up against here. Nice tight fit. Once I get all the screw holes and stuff mudded, I might run a bead of caulking in there just to clean it up just a little bit more. Yeah, but that right there made that look a whole lot better once I get it all mudded and blended in. Should look like I was meant to do that. Alright guys, let's keep mudding.
I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when I ran was back where I began. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. Well, I scratched in the dirt for a while. I gained all that I knew for a price. In the end, what I found was nowhere near as nice. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open.
Alright guys, I just got back from a late lunch. But this whole section over here is done with the coat that I'm putting on all the way up to right here. I also went around and all of the little screw holes, went ahead and put a second coat on that to be able to finish out my tray so I can clean it out before I take lunch. I got all the nails over here as well too, and on the ceiling. Now I'm going to go ahead and tackle these 3 seams right here and get another coat on that and put tape right there. And then we'll be into the bathroom, making progress. It's getting kind of late, it's about 4 o'clock right now. I'm gonna work past dark if that's what it takes to get the mud on through both rooms, that way it can dry tonight. These coats are nowhere near as thick as the first coats that I put on to hide all the ugly, so it should dry good overnight, and in the morning I can come out here and do some light sanding, maybe a little scraping, and go ahead and get another coat on. The coat that I'm working on right now will take the longest because I am adding tape where I need to put tape and put the core bead and stuff like that as well. But we're making progress. The reason why I got so many time lapse in this one, guys, because I am listening to the music while I'm doing this. It makes it go a whole lot faster. Come on. right, we are making some progress, guys. I think I got the second coat completely done in the bedroom. I still got some work in this corner and that corner to do to float it out. You can see I've been floating all the way out to here because there was a big dip right there. So floated it quite a bit. I'll let all that dry, lightly sand it, and then I'll keep floating it on out. But it's a whole lot better than what it was. Like I showed earlier, we got all the J channel in right here. Looks good. I got tape everywhere that needs tape. I got corner bead everywhere there needs to be corner bead. Like I said, none's needed here. There's a lot that's going to happen in this corner. I'm going to end up putting trim on both sides, and then a shelf's got to be built right here because of the overhang right here with the air conditioner, and I need to add another board in there to bring this up some so it's not so flimsy. This is a very weak mount that comes with this cheap air conditioner, so I'm going to fix that. But got all of this, can't even tell this right here was taped anymore, and I added that tape right there. And as far as the ceiling goes, it looks good. All of the big gaps are gone. Everything is taped. Now we're going to continue on into the bathroom. Everything on the walls in the bathroom is already taped that I did the other day. So it's really just about taking the scraper, scrape off a little bit of the rough edges and putting another coat as far as the walls go. There will be trim right there too, and trim right here. So no corner bead is needed, but I do need to do the other side of this corner bead here. But I will have to mud the ceiling and put the tape on the ceiling because I just got the ugly coat on there right now. This is a smaller room. Hopefully it doesn't take as long, and being that I don't have corner bead and J channel and all that to install, maybe it won't take as long. But we're still getting it. Let's keep on keeping on. Come on.
The city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race. What's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind. I'm trying to save your time, in case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list. Girl, you can skip this funny business. 'Cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race. What's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Yeah, you can with the simple life. Oh Lord, you can keep your 9 to 5.
All right guys, got the tools cleaned up and the second coat on both rooms. Whew. It's been a long day guys, long day. I do keep a little thing to water beside the mud for the putty knife, and every time that you take it out of there and mix it in there, it adds a little bit more moisture to it. Keeps that mud nice and creamy. But I got it guys. Everywhere is taped now that needs to be taped. Everywhere that I need corner bead has it. Like I said, this one and that one is gonna be framed out with 1x4s. But the ceiling is all taped off now. It's gonna take a couple of coats of here because the cuts were pretty rough on the ceiling. I'm gonna have to float it right there in that corner a little bit. But it's looking good. Definitely have to add a couple more coats on this wall. This one right here probably only needs one more coat, and maybe this one right here too. I'm thinking that 2 more coats will definitely finish it. 1 coat in some areas, 2 coats in others. Maybe some of the real bad areas, a small 3rd coat. But I should be able to stay on schedule, I believe. But it's going pretty good, guys. Definitely making progress. It is now 7 o'clock, so right before dark. I've already fed the animals. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take a shower and relax, and we'll pick back up in the morning and start sanding, and we'll do it again. Come on.